everybody. This is Julie D from NordoniaHills.news, and this is Jabbering with Julie. So the date today is 12/20/2020. That's kind of cool. Tomorrow is the first day of winter. But as you can see, we've had winter for quite a few weeks. And actually, this is one of the snowiest Decembers we've had in a while. So isn't that something? But this is actually a special issue. First of all, I want to wish everybody happy holidays. For those of you that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. And, there's obviously a lot of different things that people celebrate. I happen to celebrate Christmas, so I will say Merry Christmas, but happy holidays. Seems to work for most people. I don't know. What do you say when you see people? Although you don't see too many people these days. Not as many, maybe. And I know that there's less events and less things to go to. So, and things are kind of winding down. So I thought I would do something a little different. I thought I would read some of the comments from a recent post that we put out on our Facebook page. Some of you may not be on Facebook and you may miss some things. I think some people do miss some things because we see a lot of questions. Well, not a lot, but some questions that if they followed us more closely, they would know the answers. Before I get started, I have the wrong picture. This is my topic. It is the old Steak and Shake building. It looks like they're getting ready for a new tenant. As you see, there is some garbage things. I can't remember what you call those because, my brain does that when I'm on the show. Anyways, so they have some receptacles for garbage, but I also have another picture that's even better. That one's the one I just showed you had more of the trash receptacles in them, but I had to use the one with the porta potty. And let me tell you, it took me a while to match my lipsticks today, to match the porta potty. That is very important. And it kind of clashes with the hat because it's not exactly the same shade as the hat. But, I had to pick my battles. So anyways, and this happens quite often. We post something and it, a lot of times it's about something new coming to town and we get a lot of comments. And I don't know, it's entertaining. And I know, like I said, you can't go out and do as many things as before. So there's nothing quite like comments on Facebook. So I posted this yesterday at 2:54 p.m. It looks like the old Steak and Shake building is getting ready for a new tenant. There is a Macedonia planning meeting Monday, December 21st at 5:30 p.m. If you actually clicked on the link, you would see on the agenda is Raising Cane's. They're supposedly going to be renovating this building for a new location. And we had heard a rumor about this before, possibly Raising Cane's coming to this location, because Raising Cane's actually has it on their website that they are looking for workers. They're looking for employees for this location. So that's what started all these rumors and everything. So I can't say officially that Raising Cane's is coming. We just have to wait and see if they get approved tomorrow night at the planning meeting. As you recall, Swenson's was going to go into this location and actually tear down the building, build up a new building. And there was many, many meetings between the City of Macedonia, Planning Department, and Swenson's board, and many back and forth. And, some people are saying Macedonia shouldn't be so picky. They should, cooperate with these new businesses. And at least from my perspective, it seemed like Macedonia was making a lot of concessions and allowing certain things. And there was a lot of back and forth, and then everything got approved. And it actually went down to they were getting the demo permit when Swenson's backed out at the last minute. Their board said, after careful consideration, we've decided not to build at that location. So I don't know exactly what happened, but Macedonia did make a lot of concessions and didn't say it's our way or the highway. There was a lot of meetings back and forth. So I don't know what happened, but a lot of people are very upset about Swenson's not being in town. But now, with the hint that maybe Raising Cane's is coming, let's see what people are saying about that. So again, if you go on our Facebook page, you'll be able to see these comments yourself. Let's see, this is 12:20 at 5:25. As of now, there's 9,404 people it's reached. 6,716 people have engaged with this post, which means like, comment, or share. Sometimes it's just a like, sometimes it's a share. Anyways, not unusual numbers for us. I mean, posts like this generally do well. And we've gotten sometimes 100,000 reach on a post. And sometimes you think which posts are going to do well, and there isn't always a predictability to it, but certain ones are going to do well. Anyways, I thought I would entertain you today with comments. All right, so I'm not going to read them all, but the general consensus. Well, there's a lot of people excited, let's just say. Now this is an interesting comment. Well, our abandoned Steak and Shake in Brunswick reopened as a, wait for it, Steak and Shake, busier now than ever. So I guess maybe they got a different manager or a different owner for the same location, and closed and reopened, and they're doing fine. So that's great. Someone else said, just went to one in Kent, yum. And then the very next person says, not another chicken place. Someone else says, I'm so excited for Raising Cane's. It's delicious. And then someone said, Piata would have been nice. And actually 3 people liked that comment. So there's other people that know what that means. I don't know it. I've never went to Piata. I don't even know what that is. Someone says, I hope it's something upscale like Red Lobster. Someone just gives it a thumbs up. Someone said it should have been Swenson's. Yeah, we know. Someone said, what the area needs is a really good deli. Now, interesting enough, McAllister's Deli had gotten approved to go in the parking lot by Hobby Lobby. That was a little bit after Five Guys and Aladdin's got approved for a new building close to Cinemark. But those 3 projects are on pause now because of COVID. I guess those businesses are still trying to figure out what they're going to do. So we haven't heard the projects are off, but they're not on. So I guess they're just paused. So we still may get a deli, maybe in 2021. Someone said, oh, I agree. Someone said a good seafood place would be amazing. And someone said you could get it fresh caught from Eaton Estate Ponds. That got some chuckles from people. Someone said, oh, how about a new sub shop? Sarcasm is abundant on these comments, let me tell you. Oh, I like this one. Someone says Chuck E. Cheese. And someone said, oh, I hope so. I love watching the parents get drunk and fight with other parents at a kid's 5th birthday party. And then someone else said good times. All right. Someone says, I hope it's a ground round or Ponderosa. Do they even still have those? Those used to be a thing. I don't know if they still are. And then someone said, oh, it'll never be a Ponderosa due to COVID. No buffets or salad bars. Someone said ground round is still open. They just ate at one. Let's see. Someone says, hope it's a Dunkin' Donuts. Well, I think this is a little sarcastic. Not that I'm saying it's bad. It's funny. It's just funny. We have to laugh a little right now. Someone said doubt it. And someone else said, I'm holding out for a pizza restaurant or a drugstore. Someone said a place with a drive-through would actually adapt for curbside park, check-in, drive up when it's ready. Drive-throughs are great, especially now because of COVID. Someone said we need an upscale restaurant. We have enough fast foods. And someone said Applebee's, which, you know, we already have. Someone said, I wish we could get a burnt tavern in the old Golden Corral site. Oh, what could go in Golden Corral? We could get a lot of comments about that. That is a larger place. It'd be kind of interesting to see what goes in there. I'm hoping that there's a lot of places looking at that site. We will keep you posted. Someone said my uncle is Uncle Duncan. It's a Dunkin' Donuts. And there's 14 comments on that post. And there's just a lot. And someone said, now, why would they put a third Dunkin'? And someone said, well, America runs on Dunkins. And someone said, well, we don't need a third Dunkin'. Those comments go on for quite a while. You have to go on there and read those yourself. Someone said, oh, Boston Market is coming back. You know, the awnings do kind of look like a Boston Market. Although I don't think the Boston Market's but that big. We did have a Boston Market in town, and that is where Arby's is now. See, my brain doesn't work. As soon as this light comes on and it starts recording, I can't think, but that's okay. Let's see. Someone says, I don't want to hear any of y'all complaining about Raising Cane's. This is actually very good quality. Gives Chick-fil-A a run for its money. People are saying, yes, I'm going to the one by my sister's house tomorrow. It's really good. Chicken and the sauce, OMG, it's kind of a thing. Me and my nephew do every couple weeks. Someone said, gotta disagree. Very little variety and bland. And someone said they never heard of them. Another comment, couldn't agree more. I don't want one there. And then someone says, no Raising Cane's. I don't know if this is a joke or not. Someone says, my uncle is very close with an investor, going to be a Burger King. And I think at one time Burger King was talking about going into the Pizza Hut place. Haven't heard any more about that. Someone says, please tell me it's a Chi-Chi's. And that got a lot of laughs. And actually someone said best answer of all of 2020. Chi-Chi's. Somebody said, make it a family vape shop. Someone says, does Chi-Chi's still exist? Oh, and here's one. We have Chick-fil-A, Mr. Chicken, KFC, plus you can get chicken from Bob Evans, Wendy's, Arby's, Wink and Lizard, Giannino's, and more places. I say we need a Perkins, Ground Round, or a Texas Roadhouse. Someone says we need a Dairy Queen. Actually, that location right there used to be a Dairy Queen years ago. Someone wants to see a Trader Joe's. I know one thing. I would love to have a Whole Foods in town. Oh, if we could get Whole Foods where Golden Corral is, oh, that would be great. Let's see. Someone said we need a Rite Aid, no more fast food chains. And someone said there is a CVS and Walgreens right here. And they go on to talk about that. But I thought that was kind of funny. I don't think we need any more of those either. Someone said Olive Garden is fake and it's all frozen. Ew, they need a good place. Bad time, though, to put a new place in. But Coco Bella is going in Norfolk Center, and that's amazing. Authentic homemade Italian. When it opens, tell everybody to check it out. So yeah, that is going in. Coco Bella's is going in where Giannino's used to be in Norfolk Center near the gun shop. So that is very cool. Not sure when they're going to open, maybe the first of the year, because, you know, I've talked in previous shows all the different restaurants that are coming to town. So that's definitely on the list. Someone said ours in Streetsboro turned into a Slim's Chicken. There was a rumor for a bit that Slim Chickens was going to go in this spot. but obviously that didn't work. Someone says, I thought it was supposed to be a Swenson's. See, you got to pay attention. You got to follow Nordonia-Hills.news because we are definitely the best source in town for what's new coming to town. And we had posted a ton of stuff about Swenson's and how that whole thing played out. So you just have to follow us if you're interested in what's coming and what's going. There's just still lots of comments on here. Let's see. People are saying what's going in there. So we won't really know. We won't really know until after the Macedonia planning meeting tomorrow night. It'll be very interesting and a good way to round out the year with a meeting. A lot of the local meetings are winding up for the year. I think there's definitely a special meeting for Northfield Village this week. Again, they're talking about the fire truck and what to do about that. But generally speaking, things are winding down. And so, and Christmas is on Friday. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful week, going to have a wonderful week this week. I hope we don't have any major storms. It does look like we'll have a white Christmas. So, again, I wanted to have a special episode about this big thing coming to town, whatever it is. And, I guess I should say that Macedonia can't really pick what goes into these places. We get a lot of comments about that. Why is this going in? Or why is that going in? Why is there a Dunkin' going in? Why are we getting another nail salon or whatever? So just think about the landlords in town. So you're a landlord in town and you have an empty building. You want to get a tenant for it. Well, you have different people contacting you, to go in your building. And, as long as let's say you only have one person wanting to rent out your building and, it's a chicken place. Well, you're not going to tell them no because, you're a landlord and you need to have that building filled. As long as they follow all the zoning regulations and they're not running an illegal business, you're going to say yes. And you're like, okay, fine. Let's make a deal, right? Sometimes there have been a lot of cases in the past where they try to get a certain restaurant, but you can't make a restaurant come to town. You can make some calls and make some suggestions. But, right now, some businesses are just kind of keeping things the same. They're not really adding new stuff. So I know people are always saying, why do we get it? We don't need another sub shop. We don't need another mattress shop. We don't really, you can't actually tell a business they can't come to town. So, what are you going to do? Just have to make sure that they follow all the rules and regulations and everything's hunky-dory. So again, special episode. That's how it is. We will have if you're following our newspaper, our next newspaper will be coming out. Well, let me look on my calendar here. We are still printing our newspaper next year. The first paper will be coming out on the 5th of January. And again, every other week, you'll get a newspaper and we have them in businesses around town. So we're still going to do that in 2021. And so let's see, today is the 20th of December. So I will have one more Jabbering with Julie next week before the end of the year. So anyway, this is Julie D. Checking out. Talk to you later. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Enjoy. Take care, everybody.